I'm in Tokyo, Japan now, and here's everything I ate while I was in Japan. Rice and stuff.
First thing that of course is going to 7-Eleven. 7-Eleven here in Japan is crazy. It's nothing compared to what I've seen in the US. They have a variety of different foods ready to eat, and they even have microwaves where you can heat it up. The to-go coffee was delicious. I would always grab one on the go, and of course all the ramen you want. So I definitely enjoyed. There were so many times where I would just have dinner in my hostel. Super easy, super convenient. My favorite thing, definitely the strawberry sandwich. It was so good. I highly recommend to get that if you're there. This is like an extra one that I want to add there, the melon bread. I cannot believe I've never had that before in my life. If you've been to Mexico, they have something called concha, which is basically the same thing as a Japanese melon bread. It tastes the same. It does have like a little melon flavor, but that's about it. It is so good. Another thing that you should definitely try, of course, is sushi. Did you even go to Japan if you didn't have sushi? Eating raw fish. And I really started to like it. I was really into raw salmon and tuna. It was a big improvement. Just so you know, like if you eat fish in Japan, it is so fresh, so good, and it doesn't smell or taste fishy at all. It is very common to go to Japan and just immerse yourself in the experience of the sushi trains where you can just grab whatever sushi you want. It is crazy. So of course, highly recommend. Something that you should also know about Japan is that they have a lot of display food. I think it's like a marketing technique that they use. They make like a fake prosthetic food. So it's like visually you know what you're eating, and it's kind of cool. So you can see it all over Japan, and it's kind of fun to figure out what you want to eat. As well as bento boxes if you're going to a bullet train. There's so many stores that are specifically for the bento boxes, and they're so cute. They all have their little design and little cute stuff. I highly recommend to try as many as you can, even though it's like a 30-minute train ride for me. It is so worth it. Another thing that you should definitely try in Japan is going to a street market and trying all the street food you can. That's the most freshest place you can try it. And they definitely have different varieties of stuff. I was very curious to see, such as Okonomiyaki, fish on a stick. They had fried food. They also had like a cheese sandwich, dumplings, of course. So yeah, definitely try or even experiment. Be curious, try different things that you haven't tried before. I also tried Kobe beef, and oh my gosh, it was so good. It's those melt in your mouth meats, so delicious. Highly recommend. And another thing that you should also try if you're trying street food is matcha. They sell a lot of matcha stuff, and you can choose whatever you desire. I went to a matcha class where they show you how to actually drink matcha the right way. There's matcha candy, matcha chocolate, any souvenirs that you want to take. Also, if you go to Osaka, there's this place that I was kind of scared to go to, but if you get the chance, definitely go. It is so worth it. It is a place where you eat the fish you catch. Literally that. You go to a place right next to where you're sitting and you catch the fish you're eating. If you didn't think that was fresh enough, I don't know what is. I was really curious to go, but I don't know. I wasn't that brave. So I definitely just went to try some okonomiyaki, which is very famous to try in Osaka. It is basically a egg pancake with, I would say, barbecue and mayonnaise. It was interesting. I wouldn't say it was my favorite, but it was really great to try. And now let's talk about Disney. If you're thinking of going to Disney while you're in Tokyo, keep on watching because I'm going to give you all the snacks and things I tried. I tried the seashell sea salt raspberry ice cream. So good, so worth it. I tried the chicken leg, smoked chicken leg. That was okay. I don't think I would get it again, but it was good. I also got a chai churro. It was okay, but of course the ones in Disneyland in California are way better. It is so cool. You get to see so many different types of flavors, also popcorn flavors, so much variety. They had curry, they had sea salt, they had soy sauce popcorn. It was really interesting to see different types of flavors that you're not used to. And of course, I had to get the Mike Wazowski melon bread, another melon bread, of course. This one was filled with melon custard. I also tried the Baymax burger. I also love how they make their bread in Japan. It is so soft. If you get the chance to try anything bread related, try it. I also tried the little aliens from Toy Story. They are like little mochi aliens with different flavors. It's chocolate, vanilla, and strawberry. And last but not least, the best thing you can try in Japan is ramen, of course. It wouldn't be a trip without it. My favorite one was in Ichiran Ramen. I mainly came just because of the fame that it was for introverts, and there was a huge line, but honestly, it was so worth it. You can choose how rich you want it, how spicy, salty, so good. Highly recommend. Other places where I got to try ramen was in Kyoto, in Osaka. In Osaka, I had the Wagyu ramen, which was so good. And also, I realized that every place or region you go to Japan, they do different types of ramen base. I believe in Tokyo, it's like miso soup, and in Kyoto was a little bit more like a fish broth. So it depends on where you go. Highly recommend. That was everything I tried in Japan. If you guys have any other foods that you thought I missed, please let me know. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, please subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you and goodbye.